Well, this isn't the boat, and this certainly isn't the canal. Let's go and have a chat.
Hello, Johnny London here once again. Now, a little while ago I did allude to some changes that I might be making to the channel. Now what that was the fact that obviously I'm getting near to London now, and my intention was to keep the boat around the Chilterns for the foreseeable. So some of the videos would perhaps have been some walks, some Chiltern walks, something like that, and some looking around at various sort of towns and villages in the area, as well as the usual cruising videos and boat maintenance videos. But since then things have moved on a pace, so let me bring you up to speed with where my head's at. Now, I don't want to go into London on the boat. I've been there before. It was quite crowded last time. I'm sure it's considerably worse now. It's really not something I want to do. And at the same time, I don't want to turn the boat around and head to pastures new right at the other end of the country or anything. Obviously, I've not seen a lot of people recently. We've had, you know, the pandemic, one thing and another. So the idea was very much to keep it sort of local for the time being. Now, obviously, as you can see, I'm back at the property as I filmed this, my property in northwest London, and the place is in need of a lot of TLC, so obviously that's something I've got to sort out. I've got the bathroom to fix, the kitchen needs fixing, most of the appliances replacing, and of course the garden is looking rather tired, and that needs a good bit of TLC as well.
I've also been busy replacing all the radiators.
Now, while I've been back here once or twice recently, I've been able to sort of start addressing one or two medical issues that I've got, and you know, getting to that sort of age now, and it can be quite helpful if you've got an address and if you're in one area, because then you can actually sort of get things done rather than getting shunted around from pillar to post and never really getting anywhere. So that's something that's been on my mind. Another thing that's been on my mind also is I've got a lot of stuff from my parents' house which I've cleared out, and all that's in my attic now, and it's boxes of photos and, you know, memorabilia, that sort of thing. Stuff that I'd really like to have a proper sort of go through and a proper look at. I'd like to do something like scanning all the photos and give them to other people as well, copies to other people and all that sort of thing. It's quite a lengthy project. So obviously you can see where this is leading. It could mean that I'll be ending up here in northwest London quite a bit. Now, I don't want to leave the boat unattended for lengths of time, and I don't want to sort of have it hauled out and put at the back of a yard somewhere for who knows how long. So it's one of those decisions that's been kicking around in my head for a few weeks now. I'll come to the conclusion probably the best thing for me is if I put it up for sale and see if I get any takers. Now, if I do, I should come back to London full time for the next year or possibly 18 months. See how it goes, get everything wrapped up here, done how I want to, and then I'll have a look at doing a bit more adventuring after that. But certainly, obviously, that's going to have quite a large effect on my channel. Now, you're probably thinking it's probably just because of the pandemic, because I haven't seen anyone for ages, and probably, you know, last couple of Christmases on my own and one thing and another. I mean, I can't say that's not had anything to do with it at all. Obviously, if I'd have seen people more regularly, perhaps I'd feel less inclined, like hanging around in familiar waters now for a bit. But you know, we are where we are, and that's just sort of where my head's at now. So as far as the channel goes, well, I've still got a few cruising vids. I'm always a few weeks behind with those. I just find it impossible to keep up just due to the editing. I've got a number of other videos I still want to shoot about things to do with the boat and various other things, you know, all boating related. And after that, well, I'm not quite sure what will happen. It may be that I'll be able to do a few other little videos. I've got plenty of footage. I can put things together, maybe do a few retrospectives of, you know, how it was that I came to get the boat and how I planned it and had it built. That kind of thing could be quite interesting. And maybe also I might sort of diversify and do a few of those Chiltern walks and various things like that, but I'm not really sure about that at the moment. Leave leave your thoughts in the comments. You know, if there's anything you'd like to see, let me know, because it's all fluid at the moment. Don't know how it's going to pan out. It might be that I just end up sort of leaving it really and, you know, leave it at that, or it might be that I've got loads of cruising footage that I can use, maybe do a few sort of bow cams and you know, that kind of thing. So what I would say is thank you all for subscribing and watching my videos, and do stay subscribed, because there's still plenty more to come, and who knows what's going to be happening next. It might be a year or two down the line you'll see me out in a yogurt pot doing a trip to who knows where, something like that. I just don't know. All I know that is for now I should come back here, consolidate everything, sort my head out, and we should just see what happens from there. So on that note, I shall return to planting my lavenders.